Hello, everybody, and welcome to the morning show. I am, in fact, Fargus Freakenstein, Mr. Freakenstein's cousin. And Mr. Freakenstein, unfortunately, he is having a little bit of surgery. As you know, he is having a bit of a issue with his left testicle, as described in previous videos. So unfortunately, Mr. Freakenstein will be away for a little while. Hopefully he will be recovering very soon, so please send your prayers and condolences for Mr. Freakenstein. That would be very nice if you could all do that. Yeah. So I'm from Mississippi, way down there, way down in the south. And I had a little incident the other day. I was driving along the country roads, and I went around the corner, and there was a big pile of horse manure on the road. You see, you understand. So I had to stop suddenly, and this guy behind me, he smashes into the back of my car. So I thought to myself, where the hell did this guy come from? And, so he smashes into the back of my car, middle of the afternoon. Big old pile of horse manure right in the middle of the road, stinking away. Hot summer day, must have been around, 40 degrees or so. Anyways, a big old country man, gets out of his pickup truck. Must have been about 550 pounds anyway. Big old stomach, his shirt only covering half his belly, I could tell that he had been drinking. In fact, he had been drinking. He was very upset, very, very upset. And he says to me, "What on God's green earth do you think you are doing?" I said, "Well, if you haven't noticed, there's a big, huge pile of horse manure right in front of my vehicle. I had to stop. I couldn't fly over it." So he says to me, "Well, you stopped too fast." I said, "Well, what do you want me to say, mister?" He was getting very, very upset. I mean, he was getting very, very upset. And, yeah, I was about ready to give this man a knuckle sandwich. I was. He was very upset, and it just wasn't right because, things happen. And anyways, so he says to me, "You're going to pay for my vehicle. You're going to pay for my vehicle." I said, "Well, no, I'm not, sir. We're going to go through ICBC, just like everybody else." He says, No, you're paying for it out of your pocket, boy." I said, "No, sir, I surely am not paying for it out of my pocket. That must be about $3,000 worth of damage." He says to me, "Well, I do not have a driver's license. I lost my driver's license for drinking and driving, he says. I said, well, that's not my problem, sir. He said, well, you're going to pay me one way or another. Excuse me for a moment, please. I got to get some of that good juice into me. Helps me think a little better, everybody. Anyways. Yeah, so he says to me, you're going to fix that, boy, and you're going to fix it out of your own pocket. I said, surely I am not, sir. So I called my brother. He happens to be about 6'5", 280 pounds, solid muscle. You don't fuck with this boy. So I called my brother, and he comes down. He says to the man, we're going to give you $500 and you're going to be on your way. Like it or not. So the man looks at the sheer size of my brother and he says, well, I guess I don't have much of a choice here, boys. Give me the 500, I'll be on my way. So I reached into my pocket. I got out 5 $100 bills, 5 crisp $100 bills. I handed it to the man, and the matter was over. So I thought. So the man takes the $500. He gets in his car. He slams on the gas, smashing the back of my car up real good. Then he pulls out a shotgun, you see. Yes, he pulls out a shotgun, believe it or not. And he takes that gun and he blows the hell out of my car. He blows out all the windows. He blows out all the tires. He blows out all the tires of my brother's car. Then he points the gun right to my head. He says, listen, mister, if I ever see you around these parts again, well, I am going to, in fact, blow your head off. That's right, I'm going to, in fact, blow your head off. So, I didn't want to mess with one of these local boys. You know how that gets. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if you go around doing something like that. So I just merrily went on my way. I was very upset, but what could I do? This was a big old country boy. He was a local boy. And I could just imagine, looking at the state of him, I could just imagine the state of all the others. So I just took my losses and I moved on. That's all I could do. I couldn't do anything else. That was the situation, folks. And, I hope y'all don't find yourself in a situation like that. But if you ever do, if some maniac ever pulls a gun on you, best thing to do is just walk away. It's not worth losing your life over it. You understand? That's right. Just walk away. Never mind what they say. He's a coward. He walked away. Never mind all that garbage. You're walking away with your life. That's what matters. So that's the message for today. And I hope my uncle, Mr. Freakenstein, will be better soon. And please, please pray for him as he is going through a hard time at this time. Y'all have a nice day now. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. Be kind to each other. Take care of yourselves. Y'all have a nice day now, you hear?